Okay, just hit the record button.
And then now you just talk to the camera.
And then now just talk to the camera.
Maybe move the camera. Not you further. There you go. Do you see? But you see yourself?
Yeah, I'm in Amsterdam.
Where in Amsterdam are
I
you?
am in the Safari Park. I thought that's what it was called, the Safari Park. In the Safari Park, I just ate some beans. So behind us, there are some people who are angry and getting fit. They're getting cross and fit, I believe. And so they are doing... Step one is taking a deep breath. That's step one of vlogging. We are Tiffany and I, who I will probably cut to a shot of her doing something. We're here in Amsterdam to have a relaxing time before we go to Essen. What is Essen, you say? Well, I'll get to that. Probably, but I mean, I'll probably get to Essen. But we are here just to have a relaxing time together, spending with each other. Roughly, we got married, so we are we're here in Amsterdam to, I don't know, talk about the stuff we did a year ago and do stuff together. So you and I, Internet, are going to do things together with Tiffany, and I will record them. One of the things we noticed this morning, being jet lagged, is our clocks are all off, so we need to go get some food so we can have some food with us, so that next time we get hungry we have it. So we are going to try to find some Nutella and some apples and combine them. Alright, on our way to get apples and Nutella, we're also trying to film the top 10 wanted top 10 Essen games. I think there's actually 14. There's actually 14. I think there's a total of 20 on it. Yeah, so just the shots in this part of Amsterdam that we're at. Do you remember the district we're in?
De Pip.
De Pip, yeah.
De Pip.
Alright, so we're in De Pip, which is a really cool district for nightlife. So being here during the day, it's a little sleepy, the sun's out, it's pretty, lots of little cafes. So it's actually a great spot to film the Essen lesson, so yeah. Sunday, pretty much everything is closed, so our best bet seems to be the Albert Heijn, which also has a row of pigeons. We got our Nutella, we got our apples, and a whole bunch of other groceries. So we were worried about how we were going to break a 50, and that is no longer a problem because that place didn't take Visa. So there you go. Next up on our list, we have not been to a game store in Amsterdam this trip, so we're going to try to find a game store in Amsterdam that we haven't already been to. Oh yeah, it was recommended by someone on Twitter, so let's see if we can find it. All we got to do is hop on the train. found Friends and Foes. It has a pretty fantastic English selection and Dutch selection. It is the only game store in Amsterdam that has tables you can actually play at, which is amazing. Last time we were in Amsterdam, we went to one of the other game stores. The owner just told us there are only two, or were only two, and he said, why not open a third? So last time we were in Amsterdam, we were in one of them. It was, you know, fairly small. A lot of like small box games. It kind of felt like a cave or like a used bookstore. But of course, you know, nowhere you can sit and play games. So this store, there's tables you can sit and play. It has a game library. It feels like a very modern style game store. So really awesome to be here. I want to play it again. It feels like one of those games where we didn't really figure out the strategies until the game was over.
So the rulebook needs some help. There's an FAQ on BGG which helps, but there's definitely, it's simplistic, but it's too simplistic. Like, they left words out. Like, they don't tell you at all in the rules that your starting hand is your entire deck. Like, we had to infer that, because they were like, your hand limit's 9 cards. And then I was like, well, how many do we draw? And then I realized there are 9 cards in the thing. So
yeah. Or for the kingdom tiles, they don't explain if this is a wall or if it's not a wall. All right, that is a fantastic store, Friends and Foes. We picked up the Dutch Oh My Goods or Royal Goods, mostly because it just says OMG on it. But the original German edition we have doesn't actually fit the original German edition we have doesn't actually fit the expansion. So we love getting games in other countries, usually with smaller boxes, but this one is actually a bigger box, so we can fit the expansion. The owner of the shop was really nice. He, you know, told us a little bit about the neighborhood, history behind the store. Oh, and it has a fantastic library. The really big English selection, and actually this happens to be in the neighborhood, according to the owner Stefan. A lot of the tourists around here are actually ones staying with Airbnb. So if you're Airbnb-ing in the pipe, if you're Airbnb-ing in the pipe, you have a fantastic game store with a huge English language selection, tables, cafe, paninis. Really, you just can't go wrong. So what did you like about that game store?
they were very friendly. I like the tables. I like how it was very open. Like, I like how they laid out the shelves. The one in the center around the pole, that was smart, because they have this like supporting pillar in the middle of the store, and then they just built shelves onto it, like sort of like not a tree, but somewhat similar. So it was a really nice use of space, because you're always limited by board game shelves.
I'm not sure which one I want to do.
So I've taken over vlogging for him briefly.
There was a pupper. Alright, We have made it back to what appears to be the same Marriott hotel that we were at earlier. It's time for a nap and to play some Oh My Goods. Alright, so we just slept through the alarm that Tiffany set. So we are leaving the hotel and our appetites have returned. So instead, we are gonna go run to a market, get some grab-and-go food, and then maybe try to play something. One of the things that's interesting about Amsterdam is the bike lanes are all pretty much between the sidewalk and street parking. And they're pretty much bike and or scooter lanes. So a lot of tiny streets have like a narrow throughway for cars, and then also the bike lane. The bikes are pretty popular. There's parking for them everywhere, and apparently renting a bike is one kind of touristy thing that people do. We didn't, because it ended up being a little bit cheaper for us to get tram tickets. As a pedestrian, you need to watch for bikes and scooters, so like that route there, definitely an easy spot for you to get clobbered. So you really have to look both ways before you cross pretty much everything. I always forget how cheap groceries are in Europe.
Unless you're hungry when you go shopping. And
Yeah.
then it's, no, don't turn it to me.
Oh,
I'm video bombing.
your video bomb.
Yes. No, there's no reason to frame or talk anymore. We're just doing mouth toppers.
So we played Deep Sea Adventure, we tied, and we played Oh My Goods as the tiebreaker, and Tiffany won the tiebreaker 24-27. Took us a while to get through that because we're tired. So I think this means it's goodnight, internet. Do you want to say goodnight to the internet?
Good night, internet!
I think I need to call somebody about that. Good night, internet.